So anyway, like I was saying, Black Myth Wukong sucks.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've heard.
Fuck that game. Second worst game of all time, right next to Sekiro. The developers.
No cold open, just straight into heat.
Well, I've pretty much been with heat for the better part of the last 25 minutes. As soon as the summary was completed, I realized what I had missed from the Golden Hams last week, and that got me in a certain mood. And it reminded me of all the other frustrations that I've had this week, and that put me into an even deeper mood. And honestly, right now, I feel like I'm coming for everyone's jugular. That's what I want right now. I want jugulars ripped out of throats on the floor.
Wow. Visceral.
Wow. We're just looking for blood.
Played around like hacky sacks. Like, I want demise. Call me Link because I am ready to fight the final boss of Skyward Sword. You hear me?
Call me Link because, yeah.
Okay, maybe that was too deep a cut. Was that deep cut too deep? I'm sorry.
Nah, somebody understands.
Not me, though.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Demise, for those keeping track at home, is I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get into it.
No. I used to have Elden Ring Corner. You can have Link Corner.
Well, while you're passing the baton here, I need to take the talking stick here.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Sure.
For those out there listening to this who may or may not have listened to our 2025 year review on our not Panda View RSS, because we have a new one called the Panda Sightings Podcast. Anyway, if you're on our website and all that, and you saw our podcast episode about New Year shit, blah, 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 we closed off with recommendations, and I gave one with sincerity, and then I went to go listen to the episode back, and the second I opened my mouth in that episode, I realized I've given that single recommendation about 3 fucking times on this podcast alone.
Really? Justin, you gotta change it up, buddy.
I don't even remember what it was. What was it?
Do things alone. Don't let lack of a friendship buddy system prevent you from living life.
Oh, okay, hold on. To be fair, I have also given that recommendation, so maybe we're all just in the same brain cell.
Well,
at one point in time, I think there was a time where I gave a recommendation where it was treat yourself. And then I think I was called out and said that isn't good enough. And then I said, okay, well, while you're treating yourself, have espresso martinis because espresso martinis kind of hit.
I remember you, Brendan, specifically giving a recommendation that was basically just go to a bar by yourself and chill.
Yes.
Maybe it was wrapped up in the same thing at the same time, but I definitely remember that happening.
I believe this is the same instance that I'm referring to. Yes.
Yeah, I remember that vividly because a couple of weeks later, I went for a run in an area that I didn't usually, and I found a bar that was smushed in between a couple of other storefronts. The front of this bar was maybe 20 feet.
Yeah.
And then the doors, part of that.
Dude, I have one of those too.
And it's literally called Hole in the Wall Bar. And I was like, this is a perfect place to do exactly what Brendan said to do.
Find a hole in the wall, fucking sit down, plot. You don't even have to talk to them. You can hang it on your phone. They're happy to have you.
Yeah. And just exist.
That's awesome. I think you did tell me this story, but I don't think you ever told me the name of the bar, which honestly is the best part.
It's so perfect.
It is actually really perfect. So don't fret, Justin. Honestly, it's a good recommendation, and people forget sometimes that they're allowed to do things by themselves.
Yes, but now I need to give them a real one because if it was like the second time, be like, oopsie, I've done this numerous times. I gotta give them something real.
Well,
numerous, like one extra time.
And so I have a recommendation. I'm just gonna quickly blurt out. Unfortunately, it's not gonna be with the same energy as the same recommendation I've made 4 other fucking times. However, my recommendation to anyone listening is the hit TV series called The Pit.
Fuck yeah!
I just binged it with some boys this past week. It's fucking fantastic.
Bro, fuck yeah it is.
For anyone who's unaware what The Pit is, it is a medical drama that takes place in canon at Pittsburgh Hospital Center over the course of a single shift.
Oh.
Each episode is about 1 hour of each shift. So there's 15 episodes in season 1. Season 2 is coming to you soon. And it is fantastic. There are tons of characters, so many people to like, maybe not so many to hate. There are a couple people to hate if you're me and the boys.
If you're me and the boys.
All of us have a love-hate relationship with Dr. Santos.
Sure.
We all lost. Dr. King is an angel upon this world, and I wish it was real. But yeah, The Pit, Great series if you're into medical dramas. Be forewarned, it is very graphic
Extremely.
for in terms of themes, messaging, conversations, literal depictions of surgeries, and gruesome medical incidences and injuries, bodily harm and the like. So if you're squeamish in that capacity, or if you think there's a line their show won't cross, you're probably fucking wrong. Because here's my example. Any show you've ever seen that involves a pregnancy and the doctor looks underneath, looks at the patient's, cavity to see how the baby's doing. No one ever gets to look underneath the hood. No one knows what's happening down there. It's a mystery to everyone. Not in the pit.
Don't spoil it, Justin. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil. Come on. I know what you're going to say.
I mean, I feel like he's already spoiled it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I mean, listen, this is a content warning, all right? Some people need to know. Some people may not be down to look at that and need to avert their eyes.
Maybe that's also slightly true.
That's all I'm saying. That's how very upfront this show is. Very graphic.
Yeah, show do not be pulling punches.
I love that Justin referred to a woman's vagina as the cavity.
You know what? I don't know why I was afraid to say the word vagina.
I also like that he disassociated a little bit by referring to it as under the hood because he was too afraid to call it what it is.
I know, that was the next part. Yeah, the cavity under the hood. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I know our show is not exactly, PG and whatever, but for some reason, I thought childbirth was too graphic for our show. I'm so sorry if that offended anyone.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think you're in the clear.
Okay, you know what? This is a hot take. It shouldn't be.
Definitely not.
Make everything about the human body okay again.
Amen.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's gross, but we got to talk about it.
Stop shaming vaginas, buttholes, penises, brains, everything.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Sometimes the human body, it be disgusting, and you know what? That's okay.
You got to embrace it.
We can still tell good stories that captivate an audience.
Correct.
I was really hoping that, because I know nothing about this show. I've never heard of it before. So when he said the pit, my mind immediately went, well, it's Justin bringing it up. So I'm envisioning a TV show drama about pit masters, and it's just barbecuing, but really dramatic.
Yeah, of course.
I wanted the bear, but make it a bunch of dudes in the heart of Alabama grilling whole pigs in a pit in their backyard.
No, that'd be called The Spit.
Oh, shit. All right. Somebody get Weird Al Yankovic on this or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we still got plans for The Spit. Don't get too excited.
Oh, perfect. All right.
But no, the show is really good. If you haven't tried it yourself, I highly recommend it as well.
I have not. I'll put it on the backlog.
I like that Justin usurped the first couple minutes of this by just being like, hey, I'm going to give a recommendation because now I don't like my old recommendations.
I know. I feel inadequate.
But let the record show, this one is fire. So he gets this one today.
We got a pass on it?
I give him a pass. You can do whatever you want. This is also your show. If you don't want to give him the pass, you don't have to.
No, this is fine. No, it's fine. He can have it. It gave me it led to Justin referring to women as under the hood, basically as cars. First of all, awful. Second of all, was really funny to watch him like.
First of all, I wish you kind of didn't, but also because it's on recording, I'm laughing anyway.
Yes, exactly. And just to listen to his brain stutter as he did it was fantastic. And he's not even here to defend himself because he walked away from his mic. So
oh shit, he did really?
Excellent.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
I didn't even know.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna read this summary here, and we're gonna move on from this.
Thank you, brother.
All right, folks. Back at it again with another rousing set of One Piece. This set of episodes is brought to you by Handkerchief Face Masks, the one and only way to have a surefire disguise capable of totally concealing your identity. Come on down to Handkerchief Emporium to get all of your various covert operation needs. Great for breaking into enemy territory, masquerading as someone that's just discreet enough to look like they belong there, or just breaking into your ex's party unannounced while no one figures out they still have that restraining order filed against you. Handkerchief Emporium is here for you.
Great ad read.
Oh yeah, and also this week we return to the falling action of Yasuie's demise in the Flower Capital. The Straw Hats and allies seem to have escaped from the forces of Kaido. Like again, Seriously, what are Hawkins and Drake even doing anymore? Kinemon shares a heartfelt apology to Ashura Doji as Keen explains that he was the reason that the Beast Pirates targeted him and his home. Emboldened by Yasuie's sacrifice, Keen declares that he was wrong for trying to use the promise to Odin as the sole encouragement to join their cause. He now realizes that honor alone won't be enough to save and preserve their home and overcome the insurmountable forces of Kaido and Orochi. Doji asks Kin and Dogstorm to join him on a journey to see something that he says is of great importance. Also, Big Mom's in the house, baby! And Queen just so happens to have exactly the soup she's looking for. Once he shares some with her, everything is going to be all right. Oh, wait, Queen, why do you have that glare in your eye, buddy? After a weakened Olin makes quick work of a queen that needed a reminder who the top B word was, Big Mom realizes Luffy actually ate the soup. Well, as long as he doesn't say any... I don't even finish that thought. Of course he did. So as Big Mom chases Luffy around the prison, Queen comes up with a plan to take her down, but accidentally brings her memory back after a massive headbutt from the stratosphere. Can anything go right for these guys?
No, the answer is no, absolutely not. Every single time that...
The answer is never.
Every single time that you think that there's going to be a plot element that's going to go swimmingly for the Allies, they find a way to flub the ball every single time. That is my one hot take of this plot element. Christian, we are here at the... we've gotten past the Big Mom, amnesia arc, which I can't be happy enough, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We're done. But when I say that I really thought somehow the Allies had to make semi-good use of this bit, otherwise, what is the damn point? And that I was not only flabbergasted that Oda was like, just kidding, everything's going wrong simultaneously, to say I would be surprised and confused and a little concerned and enraged would be a minor understatement.
That's a flurry of emotion.
Yeah. So there's a flurry of emotions going on in the revelation from this set of episodes. But we're not all here. We're not only here for me. We're here for you, Justin, Devin.
Yeah.
So how are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a better time than my realizations were at this set of episodes. Rather the chapters when they came out, but that's another story.
I'll say two quick things. One,
Sure.
I low-key forgot the stuff with Ashura Doji even happened. True story.
Right.
So thanks for that recap.
Doesn't even surprise me.
We didn't even get that much.
Exactly. It was the first 2 to 5 minutes of whatever we started off this week with, and then just Luffy and the gang in prison. And so I forgot about it.
Don't worry, guys. I'm paying attention. I'm the only one.
Watching these episodes, I felt like deja vu, which I know seems obvious because I'm rewatching these episodes.
Right.
But it felt like I was experiencing it feeling the exact same emotions as when I was watching the episodes week to week or whatever, or I don't know how to explain it, but
yes,
somehow the comedy hit the same, the annoyance hit the same.
Okay.
The enjoyment, I don't know. It felt like I was back in 2016 or whatever year this came out in, 2019, 2016, 2016.
Big yikes. I wasn't going to flame it that hard, but go off, King. Do it.
I don't know if this is a critique or a compliment, or it's just an observation that I feel like I experienced today.
I see. Christian, initial thoughts, concerns, emotions?
Was that both of your things? Did you say two things already?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm glad that we're done with Big Mom amnesia arc. I will say there was some minor moment in there when Chopper is commenting on her going on this rampage, but it's out of kindness that made me go, oh, okay, this is a little funny, and that they're mirroring the same thing that happened on Whole Cake, but instead of her just being angry about not getting the wedding cake, it's her because she just wants to consume it. The idea that she instead is going at a rampage because she wants the red bean soup, but to give it to the townspeople, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, do I suddenly like the amnesia bit? No, but at least it's not literally the same thing being played out over again. And it's a little bit funny to watch them just Scooby-Doo around while that happens. So I'll say that at least that was a silver lining to the piece. By and large, these episodes I was fine with. They're not as heavy hitting as what we just came off of with learning about the Smiles and Yasuie dying, mostly because we're revisited obviously with the Amnesia plotline. So it was fun still to experience a bit of what was going on here. I so glad that you made an entire bit about the handkerchiefs in the summary because man, I've been thinking it for a long time. Ever since Kinemon and Raizo showed up wearing it, I was like, God, guys, come on.
Why does everyone have so much faith in these fucking handkerchief masks?
Why do we think this is actually working like this? And now we got Kiku doing it, and she's just here.
No one will ever understand know my face.
No one will possibly be able to tell who I am. They can't see my hair or most of my face or anything like that. Utter nonsense.
Say my name.
I don't know who you are. I can't.
I can't. I don't know it. I don't know who you are. You're goddamn right.
Yeah. So, also Brachiosaurus from the top rope was pretty funny too. That was twice. Brachiosaurus from the top rope twice was pretty funny.
Brachiosaurus from the top rope. I also want to point out, so this was the set of episodes, I believe, that we got Queen's transformation for the first time, right? Like he transformed as soon as Big Mom squared up or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think that means we have all three of his main people and their transformations. We don't have their hybrids yet, I don't think. I think for King, Queen, and Jack, all three of them, we have their animals, but we don't have their hybrids. Is this a correct statement? Can someone
that sounds correct.
Clarify?
I believe that's true, yeah.
Yes. So I will say, I want to be the guy that points out and thinks it's really funny that the motherfucker with literally the least amount of neck in the crew gets the Brachiosaurus. That is just really funny. I wanted that on the record. Oda, you're a madman yet again. But I love your bits. I thank you so much.
Holy shit. I can't believe no one's ever pointed that out to me before.
The man with the least neck gets the most neck.
It's so good, dude. It only makes sense. It covers for the shortcomings that is otherwise perfect form.
God, that's incredible.
I can't tell who's compensating, Queen or Oda.
Yes.
I think it's a little column A, little column B. There's a lot happening there. But yeah, we got Brachiosaurus Queen, which I'm here for. I love Brachiosaurus Queen.
Uh-huh.
Well, I really just love Queen in a nutshell. He can do no wrong. Even in these setup episodes where it's like, buddy, can I say, this is kind of what I was alluding to when I was reading this week to week. I saw at least the bit on the wall where Queen was going to be assertive enough and what's the word? Stubborn enough to be like, absolutely not. I'm not giving you any of my soup. Because because I'm a watcher that pays attention, guys. I knew his favorite snack was red bean soup from earlier when he first introduced himself, which I think a lot of people will remember. I don't think that's, I don't think I'm special for that, but I'm going to pretend for a minute that I am.
Get a load of this guy.
I know, get a load of this guy. So I knew that this bit was going to play out, at least in some way, shape, or form at this capacity. And I was here for it. I was ready for it. I'm like, oh man, this is how the allies are going to capitalize. They're going to capitalize on them going toe to toe. It's going to be like when Ace and Smoker were fighting back in Alabasta, and like all the straws and stuff. They got the F out of Dodge or whatever, and they were like having a smoke versus fire fight. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Smoke wins that 100% of the time, but maybe I'm wrong. And it was going to play off just like that. And then Big Mom proved to be a lot more stronger than I gave her credit for, and just immediately took Queen away, and I thought Queen was going to have better hands than that. I'm going to be so fucking for real.
Same. Big same.
I thought Queen was going to come to the table with a plan, maybe with, some fucking brawn to back up that bark that he's got, and he did not. He absolutely did not.
No.
And maybe that's a flaw of the writing, which I'm also here for. because I do not feel like, all right, I'm gonna go on like on a big Brendan right here. I do not feel like for a second that I sense menace in Queen as Brachiosaurus. So far, all Queen has demonstrated to me is that he is a Brachiosaurus. I do not see a fighting/power benefit to his transformation at almost any capacity, other than being a big fuck-off dinosaur. Please, somebody tell me I'm wrong.
I don't think you're wrong.
I think I'm excited that we have a Brachiosaurus on paper. In practice, I'm like, what would he have done? Like neck whip the big mom, and then like, oh, so you're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself, big guy, by using your neck like a tail whip.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose.
I think it is kind of, first of all, there's something terrifying about a Brachiosaurus with sharp teeth and claws, because them motherfuckers are huge.
Okay, fair.
Second of all, I just find it funny that Oda has chosen to make, at least the King Queen Jack, these ancient animals, dinosaurs in the first two case, mammoth in the case of Jack.
Yes.
That are, generally speaking, mostly harmless creatures, and turned them into the most fearsome of the three, like the top three of Kaido's crew. I think that's really funny.
You know, that's also kind of true. I didn't think about that part.
Pterodactyls or pterosaurs, whatever king technically is, are the most...
Pteranodon, I think.
Yeah, Pteranodon, whichever version of them that they are. They're probably, out of any of them, the most aggressive, just because they'll actually hunt creatures, and I think we're omnivorous or something like that. But mammoths and brachiosaurs are vegetarians. They're herbivores. They eat the plants and they mind their own business unless a carnivore is coming to actually kill them. And they're the two of the three most fearsome on the crew.
Yes.
That part, when it was revealed that he was a brachiosaur, it made me kind of cackle a little bit, because we've just turned the tables on what really these creatures are.
I think I personally am here for Brachiosaurus. I think it would be silly not to have a Brachiosaurus in the crew of literal fucking dinosaurs at this point in time, which is also funny because we have Kaido, who's the actual dragon, and then a bunch of fake-ass dragons masquerading as dinosaurs. At least that's what the devil fruits would have you believe. Mm-hmm. The names of which. And I do think that it's a great bit. I just, looking back on it, and I remember I was like, oh man, dude, Queen's got a great fucking dinosaur design. And then like Oda was like, oh, okay, now I'm going to start making some choreography. And then the choreography did not exist. It was just Queen standing there menacingly. Quiet, Patrick. I know, you're in the back. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was underwhelmed, to say the least, with his interpretation of his power set in this moment in time, which I'm glad that I believe Queen is going to make it up in the later half. But for right now, I was like, oh, so this is what we did with this, huh? There wasn't going to be like a big fucking Queen versus other Queen fight, you know, and like fend it for everybody. No, Queen just got the hands knocked on him. And then Big Mom proceeded to get really upset about the fact that there was actually no soup. And to literally zero people's surprise, Luffy spent about 0.5 seconds thinking about the fact that the thing was empty before he said, oh yeah, man, that soup was fucking good.
that slapped.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, actually that did slap. I know why you care. I know why you wanted it. What a fucking idiot guy. It
is strange that they did basically the power scaling thing with Queen to Big Mom, but we already know how strong Big Mom is. We don't need this. Like, we know Big Mom is an overwhelming force of nature. We don't need this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I hear you guys. I hear you. Okay, on paper, do I know that someone of Queen standing should not be able to beat Big Mom? Yes. However, that is not what the momentum of the show was illustrating to me. Queen, up until this point, was just some like large, overwhelming, overlooking evil to Luffy. And you're like waiting for his comeuppance. You're waiting for a real fight. And then, you know, from out of left field comes Big Mom challenging for a fight, essentially. And I'm like, okay, Cool.
Yes.
Queen's going to give her the hands, and I would expect in this instance to come to some type of draw, some type of non-finish, right? No.
Shit, Big Mom can win. I just want Queen to put up anything.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
My man just gets slammed twice.
My man doesn't just get, he literally gets thrown. Every time he takes a hit, he gets thrown, right? Am I all
Yeah.
so crazy? I think that also happens.
I think that's mostly true.
She goes, let me just literally throw you across the room.
Yeah. I don't want to play with you anymore type energy.
It's so frustrating, bro.
I'm like, come on, man. There has to be something better we could do.
And ultimately, what is the purpose of Queen getting to transform and do things? Jog Big Mom's memory. That's it.
All right.
That's the ultimate goal here with what Queen's presence is to jog her fucking memory, and it's annoying.
That do be feeling kind of bad.
So this is really what I'm getting to. You've hit the nail on the head. My exact thoughts. I almost feel like Queen being a Brachiosaurus, the known heaviest dinosaur in existence or whatever. Well, I guess technically the sea monster one might be the heaviest one now, right?
Yeah, there's like a megalodon's probably bigger, but
yeah, maybe the megalodon's bigger. But okay, the biggest land dinosaur known to man,
yeah,
being the Brachiosaurus, being the one to bash Big Mom on the noggin. I think that was exactly the way Oda drew this up. As of right now, I feel like that was his only objective with this devil fruit, and it makes me a little salty.
Yeah, I agree.
Just a hair.
It makes you wonder how Oda does Oda just make it up as he goes along?
Yes.
Or did he have this exact moment in mind and then reverse engineer the rest?
No, I bet it's definitely the former.
There are times where I do think the man plays the long fucking con. I wasn't here for it, but I think Smiles are on the list. I think Smiles are actually on the list of things that he played the fucking long con on, and he had a handful of those details decided actually near the time of conception. I believe it, and I stand by that. However, this right now, I am led to believe Queen's Devil Fruit only exists to bring Big Mom's amnesia plotline to a close. And we didn't even really do anything with it, which kind of bugs me.
Yeah.
But Luffy got to learn Ryu for about 0.5 seconds, so that was cool. That was worth it, right?
Right. So that's obviously the other big elephant in the room. Jack be damned that Luffy did inevitably learn how to use this Ryuo shit that he's been, tantalizing over for the last few weeks or whatever. So I also haven't been here for getting over that information. I think I missed those weeks as well. I apologize in advance, listeners, and to my cohorts. So, Christian, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you understand what's being pitched with this whole Ryuo concept? Let me. Do you even understand what they're trying to tell you? Because we sort of got a minor additional explanation from what's his name in this set of episodes, Hio.
My understanding of Ryu up to this point has basically been its advanced armament hockey. The thing that was new was what Hio explained this week was that it does this internal damage rather than just reinforcing your physical body to do extra damage. Like it has this reverberation effect more or less.
Yes.
That affects the other person's body. That was new information. My understanding of Ryu before this week's episodes was just that it was a technique you could use to better focus your armament hockey, basically, without the people of Wano knowing what armament hockey really was. It just happened to be the case that they developed this advanced form by whatever methods it was. And then also it allowed you to kind of project it outward from you as well, which was what Luffy was trying to do up to this point.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That was my basic understanding of how Ryu functioned up to before these episodes. Now we have the added context, obviously.
Yes.
I think I remember when I was first watching these episodes that my interpretation of Ryu was also kind of muddy up until Hio kind of clarifies it with his whole metaphor visual aid in, 945? Now I would just simply understand it as a sword and shield kind of moment of everyone is taught to use hockey as a shield, and what Hio and other people are trying to teach Luffy, or have learned eventually, is that you could also use hockey as a sword in the same instance that we normally use it traditionally, kind of thing.
I actually do kind of like that analogy. I had a different analogy in my head that I've been carrying for a while, but I think that makes a lot of sense. Yes. Instead of using your hockey as armor and then using only blunt damage, which to be fair is Luffy's specialty, you give him the pamphlet that says, but what if I told you could have piercing damage too? That is functionally what Ryuo is, I guess, in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And Luffy's like, I would love to have more damage. Are you telling me I can have more damage numbers? Fuck yeah.
Bigger numbers.
Bigger numbers, hell yeah.
Make it so that my tank can't complain at the end of the raid.
So all this to say, I bring this up because I actually find in this set of episodes, it's very interesting to me. You know, once upon a time, I even mentioned to you, Christian, that I think we'd even like already learned about hockey, or like hockey was kind of on the horizon or something like that. Actually, no, we did learn about hockey because at one point in time, I made the grandstanding statement that I actually think that One Piece's extra power structure, like I'm a big fan of like when they throw random shit in there, like the 6 powers or devil fruits. But the hockey stuff, sometimes it kind of bugs me because you put them in the bins of observation, armament, or conquerors, and suddenly everything feels very contained now. Like there's not a lot of like room for creativity or expansion. Now with Whole Cake Island and now Wano, we've sort of bended that a little bit now, where observation hockey, it's observation hockey, but also you can use it to like literally look into the future, which is kind of rad. And then you have armament hockey, where it's like, yeah, it's armament hockey, but what if I told you could literally use it as a sword instead of a shield? And it's like, you do it without touching somebody. And then everyone's like, whoa, that's really cool. I want to learn that. So I like that we're actually sort of reinventing the rule set of the 3 bins. And it kind of opens up the Pandora's box of like how many rules we can change. I'm a big fan of that, personally. I think this like added layer of hockey magic kind of lends credence to almost like a Nen energy. And I'm curious to know if you feel the same or differently.
I do appreciate, obviously, the expansion of hockey because I agree. The system where it's these 3 things and that's it it's cool when it's first brought up because it is the way you fight back against Logia fruits, and that's cool. The introduction of that. So at that point, it's great. Then you go 400 more episodes of the same thing and you want something different. And being given the something different now is nice because you get, I mean, I agree with pretty much anything that you've just said, where there's a bunch of different subsections and power sets that people have between the devil fruits, 6 paths, arm and hockey to kind of use in between all of them, or hockey in general to use between all of them. But so having that thing be even more versatile that can then be applied to the other things even further just makes it that much more interesting. So and also it's cool to see Ryu be a thing that's formally introduced when realistically swordsmen like Zoro or Mihawk have been displaying Ryu all this time. There just wasn't a name for it, basically.
Yeah.
So having that little bit of the Easter egg that's been staring you in the face for all of this time is cool. Like to have that moment where they drop that on you and you get to have an oh shit type of moment. So it's cool. I enjoy it, and I hope that there's more to come on this front. I would hope that because we've gotten a little bit of extra flavor on all of the hockey at this point now.
Flavor.
You know, Conquerors has gotten a little bit extra, Observation's got a little bit extra, and now Armament has gotten that little bit extra. I hope we keep doing this a little bit more. I don't want it to flip all the way to the other side where there's just 80,000 different variations of armament hockey now, because then I think the waters would get a little bit muddled with how many powers there are in this show. The thing I like about Hunter x Hunter and the magic system, the power system there, is that you have a centralized theme and then people can just do whatever they want with it. Like you have the fundamental rock, paper, scissors thing that Gon does, where he just co-ops it and says, I'm going to, why limit myself to just one of the 3 when I can have all 3 instead?
Yeah, true.
There's the 3 different types of powers, and you can go into whatever you want once you realize what you can do from there. That's a little bit more acceptable to me, I guess, than having the way it's set up now. Like the 6 paths, having a devil fruit, or using hockey in some regard to keep yourself competing with others in the same caliber. Like, that's fine, but I don't want a million different. We already have that with the devil fruits. Like, there can be a devil fruit for everything.
There truly can.
I don't need a flavor of hockey for everything too. So, keep the hockey kind of limited to a couple of different versions and let the people with the powers utilize the Ryu that works best for their devil fruit and have that be the cool thing that happens instead. So that's my feeling on the state of hockey right now. I enjoy what's happening.
What say you, Justin? How you feel right now?
I always enjoy expansions on the hockey system because, as Christian alluded to before, the system once presented to us seemed rather restrictive and limited in a lot of ways. So it's cool to see the creative ways that Oda can push the envelope a little bit.
It only took him another 400 episodes.
That's because he shoved himself into a really tight box to break out of.
Yeah, that had like a fucking 10-year fucking payoff since the time skip. God damn, he's been cooking this confrontation for literally a decade at the time.
God.
But I digress. Continue.
I do wonder how creative the systems or powers can get.
Sure.
And how silly they'll feel in that regard if like that did happen. So like, if there was some type of upgrade for, let's say, armament hockey, right? Whatever this theoretical thing I'm proposing here is.
Sure.
Does it feel too far-fetched for its own rule set or its own universe, whatever, where you're like moaning and groaning of like, oh, why'd you do that? That's weird. That's not how you do hockey. This is how you do hockey.
This is pod hockey. Sorry, I don't know why I wanted.
All right.
I wanted to make a Star Wars joke in there, but I couldn't find the line, so I just threw the word pod in front. Continue.
Yeah, so I am curious about the future. I hope there is some expansion as we continue. Lots and lots of expansion. More stonks.
I think I say this because I am simply here to give more Brendan opinions, which is no new thing to the show. I want so much more weird. I want it to never end in creativity. I want so much random fucking shit to come of this. You don't understand. I want a man to come on my screen and say, oh, you use armament hockey on your body and you use armament hockeys on your sword. Well, how about this? And then he just basically does the same like barrier shit that Barto does, but with hockey magic. That's the kind of shit that I want. I want this world.
That's a pretty cool idea. Hold on. I'm digging that.
This is the world I wish to have. I want it to never end. But then the argument can be made where it's like, okay, but then where do you really draw the line? Because with enough hockey magic, do you just make your own devil fruit power?
Yeah. I'm like that's kind of where my concern is going, where it's like, it was cool to have a counter to devil fruits. Now it's feeling like, oh, devil fruits were never that good, actually. It was hockey or nothing. Devil fruits are just to make life more colorful, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I can agree with that take.
Yeah. I don't want hockey to outpace devil fruits. That's a good point. I think that's the core of really what I'm getting at, that Justin has clarified for me. If at any point anything outpaces devil fruits, I think we've lost the plot of what makes...
We become Naruto.
We're just Naruto now. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants more Naruto.
We're Naruto, but everyone who has a devil fruit are like the equivalent of people who are from a specific clan where they just have an innate bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone can use the same ninja moves, but the clan people have a unique thing only to them.
And it makes them gods.
Pretty much.
I don't know. No one said anything about that.
I mean, like in their universe, it's like, oh, look, I can summon water. Yeah, but does your family have a special set of eyes that can alter time and space? Scrub?
Was that a bit? Was there a bit where somebody was like, "Oh yeah, my clan, we can produce infinite amounts of water"? Was that somebody's bit? Because that's actually kind of cool.
No,
but like, any random ninja with enough training could just be like water jutsu, whatever, right? They just make water. But unless you're freaking what's Sasuke's clan, the one that keeps getting murdered?
The Uchihas.
The Uchihas. Unless you're a Uchiha, you can't copy anything, or you can't literally make a void in space. You can't...
Spoilers for Naruto, by the way.
Shut off.
I mean, I'm just saying.
True, though. Justin just can't stop spoiling.
You can't do cool ninja magic, you know? I'm just saying.
I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I hear what you're saying.
If you have a Kekkei Genkai in that series, you just upgraded yourself to like soft deity, if not actual deity in my book.
Kekkei Genkai, that's what it was called. Yeah, what fucking dude,
What a poll.
Naruto's for weebs, bro. Naruto's the original weeb anime. You can't change my mind. We weren't weebs before Naruto. We were just guys that liked cartoons. And gals.
No, he's right. He's right. Because I watched Bleach, not having the understanding it was anime, and Bleach was just like the cool Adult Swim show. Naruto, though, Naruto was like the weeb inception show.
Dude, that is for weebs. Naruto's for the weebs. You can't change my mind.
Everyone's like, oh, well, what about Fairy Tail? No. Fairy Tail is for kids who thought they liked anime, and they weren't quite sure yet. They didn't know what they were getting themselves into. Naruto is for weebs.
Fairy Tail is a show for literal children and people that were already weebs in their 20s.
Facts.
That's what Fairy Tail was for. I know because I am a reformed Fairy Tail enjoyer. I'm actually not that reformed. I still think Fairy Tail kind of hits, but I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
No, thank you.
I won't call myself reformed because a part of me still wants to go back and finish it. I'll call myself rehabilitated, but like any addict, I could always relapse.
I don't know that I would put that energy out there.
Sometimes the shonen formula, it just fucking hits me in all the right spots. If like you think One Piece is the shonen formula, dude, at least it's got like a little bit of trauma baked in. Fairy Tail is like the most childish form.
Formulaic show.
Yeah.
Never deviate.
That's shonen.
It found the cheat codes like, hey, here's the plot, here's the bad guy, here's how you beat the bad guy. Power of friendship.
Literally power of friendship.
First you send Natsu gets his ass beat, you send anybody else. Cool. Natsu gets friendship, Natsu wins. Easy peasy. That's Fairy Tail.
It is funny how totally unafraid that show was at advertising the power of friendship. Like that's really the show that made the meme. You win with the power of friendship. No other shonen was that daring to say it out loud. Like it was kind of the quiet part where it's like, I'm doing this for my friends. And then like, you know, the main character has like a main character monologue that doesn't only talk about their friends. Meanwhile, in Fairy Tail, it's literally just Natsu going, you don't understand. I have friendship. I'm going to be.
I'm going to win this fight. You literally do not have a say.
Because I have friends.
Hey, you know what? Maybe that was part of the charm.
Maybe that is part of the charm. Maybe
that was part of the charm. Everyone back then, even now, everyone's taking anime so seriously. It's like, oh, Fairy Tail does the power of friendship. It's so lame. It's bogus. I'm like, every anime does it. They're just not trying to lie to you about it. They're trying to get you excited about friendship.
You know, maybe I'm reconvincing myself I need to go back to Fairy Tail. I did kind of drop that like a rock.
No.
Because what are you? A weeb. And you know what a weeb stands for? A person who has no friends. This is why you're watching Japanese cartoons, loser.
Don't do it.
That is why we're watching Japanese cartoons. I don't know, man. I've already watched like 1,000 episodes of One Piece like 3 times over. What's another 200 episodes of Fairy Tail?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wherever I left off, I could just jump back and probably not have missed that much plot.
I still remember most of the details. I could absolutely drop back in. All right, anyway, enough about the Fairy Tail corner.
That's upsetting, to be honest with you.
Why is that upsetting? Well, it is a little upsetting, but like also
the fact that you remember.
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, I'm a reformed Fairy Tail enjoyer.
Not that reformed, clearly.
But now that I'm talking about it out loud, I feel less reformed as longer I talk.
Yeah, I say a little less reformed than you think you are.
Dude, the tournament arc kind of slapped, is all I'm saying. I did it.
Bro, tournament arcs in any anime slapped, especially in Fairy Tail, bro.
That's also true. Every tournament arc in every anime always hits. C2, every anime ever made. This is facts.
Literally, look, okay, kind of related, except not. So we all understand that wrestling is just a redneck anime, right?
Okay, here we go.
Right.
You want to know the easiest way to bolster up excitement about wrestling when your creativity is when your creative sphere is in the mud, when you can't book a creative thing ever? I'm looking at you, WWE.
Mm-hmm.
You just book a tournament.
Of course.
It does all the hard work for you. Man, I need rivalries. Literally pick anyone. Put them in any match. You got a rivalry. You just got to commit to it. You want drama? You want suspense? It's a tournament. It's got that built in. What more do you need? Just tournaments, bro. Tournaments are cheat codes.
Dude, is this why tournament arcs always hit? Because they're literally just both wrestling and a cartoon at the same time. So like our adolescent brains have no choice but to think this is literally the perfect blend of creativity.
I think so.
Literally think about like for me, I don't even care about sports. You want to know what I do care about? The World Cup.
Kinda true.
You want to know why? Because it's a global tournament arc, bro.
Also kind of facts. Wait a minute, he's spitting.
I don't give a flying fuck about soccer, but the second the World Cup is on, I am rocking some country's flag. It's probably not even my own, but I'm repping something from somewhere.
Justin, I'm dusting the soapbox off for you right now, big guy. Stand up there. Speak to the people. The people need to hear what you have to say.
I don't think people have ever just really connected the dots of how motivated anyone anywhere can be from a tournament. Freaking March Madness, the Sweet 16, people are making brackets. People are doing like basically headcanon for their plot, which it's simplified in the sense of a bracket.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. So you're saying that things like fucking the fantasy draft for NFL and shit like that, that's just somebody else's headcanon or fanfic?
Yes.
Wow.
It's just everyone power scaling fanfic.
That is just really simplified headcanon. What's fan letter? That's not the right word. What do people? Oh my god, I can't remember the word. Fan story. What's
fanfic?
Fanfic. Thank you.
Oh,
that's what it is,
dude. Fucking preach, Justin. That you have opened my Sharingan today. Thank you. I needed to hear what you had to say. Actually, forget the Sharingan. I've already got the Rinnegan, baby. That's what I needed. I needed to hear this tonight.
God damn. My man can see it all.
He's been released from the genjutsu of life.
I have been released from the genjutsu that is life.
He realized everything is just a tournament arc.
Yeah, it always has been.
Holy shit. Well, no, everything worth watching is just a tournament arc.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Obviously.
Of course.
The best media.
It's why we have so many freaking reality TV show competition thingies.
It's true.
Tournament arc, essentially.
I'm afraid of staying on this bit for too long, but I'm a little curious. Can you please expand on that? Reality TV is a tournament arc. I just need, give me like 2 wires to connect.
Okay, not necessarily reality TV show blanket, specifically competition shows or competition adjacent.
Sure.
Like we're talking like Survivors here.
Oh, yeah. That's obviously a tournament arc.
There's Survivor, there's Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah.
There's a Wipeout, kind of.
I'm thinking like your dating shows, which, to be fair,
honestly, if you think about The Bachelorette and The Bachelor, low-key a tournament arc.
Kind of low-key a tournament arc now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's tournament arcs all the way down.
It's just a one-sided bracket.
Dude, I think I see the Matrix. I see the formula. Competition is at the root of all human interaction. Holy fuck. This is funny.
We have officially just opened the eyes and possibly changed like worldwide perspectives for hundreds of people right now.
This literally changes everything about how I thought I was brought up. And now I don't think I can ever go back. I don't think I'm never closing that box again.
We've been farming the innate human desire to be better than somebody else.
We were all born brand new to hear right now.
I guess I have no choice but to watch Fairy Tale. Anyway, moving on.
Well, yeah, I you know what? I've come around. You might as well at this point.
Even you were like, I can't save you anymore.
Yo, Christian, let me know when you get the internet hooked up. We'll come over, do some movie nights.
I'm not watching Fairy Tale. He can watch Fairy Tale.
Nah, bro, you're missing out on the tournament arcs.
I actually did watch most of Fairy Tale.
That's actually crazy.
I caught up completely on Fairy Tale until that, like, I watched all of Fairy Tale had to offer before the like Zero arc had come out. It was like on hiatus just before the Zero arc or movie or whatever it was. And then I never picked it back up. Because I did the thing where that I have is one of my fatal flaws is when I start a thing, I'm determined to finish it because it might get good by the end.
Felt that.
Except that one time you watched One Piece through Alabasta and was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
The one time I watched One Piece to Alabasta, picked up something else as a breather. Well, this is my other fatal flaw, is that I picked up, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on recording before.
True. Yeah, I think you have.
Where I dropped a thing that I was already watching, no matter how interested I am in it, picked up something else as a breather, and then just never went back to the other thing because I got lazy and like just the interest waned just because of having not watched it, no matter how much I liked it. So that's a weird fatal flaw with me that I don't know how to work out, but I've learned to overcome it by creating this other flaw where I just finish anything that I start, basically.
I combat my autism with ADHD. That's what I heard.
Amen.
There are two wolves inside of you.
There are two within me. There are two wolves.
Yeah. So I don't remember where this conversation started. What are we talking about?
I have no idea where this conversation started.
We're an hour in.
One Piece, brother. It's all but goes back to One Piece.
You know what? I think I remember. We started talking about Naruto and it all went downhill from there.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like that one song. Anyway, I think miraculously we already did. Oh, dare I use that word again? The listeners don't know this, but I've been using that a lot recently, and I'm gonna try to kick that one because I started using it as a joke, and now I can't stop. Much like everything else in my life. Anyway, we did maybe talk about everything. I don't know. Somebody talk about something we didn't talk about. I think.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like we really did cover mostly everything.
Oh, Kid and Killer lived. Love that for them.
They need help though. They had it under control.
And did they have it under control? I don't think they had it under control.
That's what Kid said. Kid said he didn't need their pity or their assistance. They had it.
They had it completely under control. Yeah.
I guess Kid did kind of say that, but like, did anyone really believe him?
No, he's just being a tsundere.
Yeah, he's just being a tsundere or whatever. Oh, by the way, I do have to ask the question before we get too ahead of ourselves. So like, for how long did you think Yasuie might make out of this one alive? Is what I want to know. Did we believe instantaneously that he was actually executed, or did you play the Ihai card?
Still could be I, to be honest.
No shot, bro.
Oh, so we still think the Ihai card is out there.
I reserve the right to always consider anyone until they're 6 feet under on my screen.
until they have an actual grave. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, let the record show it's the first time that somebody's actually been killed with firearms that wasn't in a flashback, like ever, actually.
I know, right? Crazy.
Well, actually, I guess Whitebeard was. But do we really blame the firearms or do we blame the other stuff?
No. There's a lot of other things going on there.
Whitebeard had a lot of considerations, a lot of comorbidities. Thank you. When it came to
comorbidity. I just realized what you were trying to say. That's an incredible word that you came up with. I love that.
What word did you just say?
I said comorbidity like a moron the first time.
I don't even know what comorbidity is.
Yeah, no, he's got different, like morbid. So he's got comorbidities, plural.
There are a lot of considerations and factors.
I like this word. That's a great word that you've invented. I'm going to use that. That's going to be my new miraculous.
Comorbidity is a real word. I may not be using it correctly, but it's a real word in the medical field.
I don't think it's a real word, but I know what you're trying to say, so I'm going to let it go. But I don't think it's a word.
Oh my God. Google that's how you spell that. Comorbidities, meaning
ain't no shot.
According to Google here and not Gemini, just actual dictionary.
Oh my God, he's right.
The simultaneous presence of two or more diseases or medical conditions in a patient.
Holy shit. That's crazy. It is a word. People, put down the pitchforks. Put your thesaurus away. He's right. He might be out of line, but he's right.
That's unbelievable.
Now, am I using this term accurately? Probably not, but I'm going to stick with it.
Probably not, because it does mention diseases in this word, but I'm going to give you the W here. That's a W if I've ever heard it.
I mean,
there were numerous simultaneous factors contributing to Whitebeard's death, all right? It wasn't just bullets. It was magma, heartbreak, betrayal, the darkness fruit,
swords,
Blackbeard in general,
half his head being gone.
That too.
Yeah, that's the hole in his stomach or whatever.
2 holes in his stomach.
Yeah, especially when Blackbeard ate his heart.
Squardo's stab wound, can't forget that.
Oh yeah.
I still remember that one time that listen, the people need to know why hey, the comms are down. The comms are down. and we have one asshole to thank. That's all I'm going to say.
It's true.
And that's all we need to say. All right.
Yeah, no, hated every moment of Swamp Man on my screen.
I do hate every moment of Swamp. I don't hate his voice though, dude. I'm telling you, his voice actor does something special with that motherfucker, and I kind of hate it, but I also love it.
Shit ain't right, bro. Shit ain't right.
Secretly love that guy. Anyway, hate the character, love the guy. Did we do it? I think we did it.
I think we did it. We'd been Doug Dimma did it.
I feel pretty done.
Luffy ran around the prison for a minute before Queen's big idea was to do a headbutt, and then that was where we were left off. So I think beyond that, we covered everything.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Many predictions for next week or thereafter?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. We did leave off on a semi-big cliffhanger. You know, that's a good question, Justin. What is Big Mom going to do next?
Actually, before Christian even answers that, there's one moment we did not cover explicitly, and so I need to cover it now.
Oh.
Shout out to my boy, Old Man Hio, for putting most of his trust into Luffy and his ability to defend him before he got absolutely swatted by Big Mom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, it's okay. I armored up just like moments before impact.
Actually, I'm so glad you brought us back to this. This is a great silly bit.
They really subverted expectations with these. You expect Luffy to do the...
I want to tell you, this is expectations subverted successfully. This is a shonen formula. You go, oh, the main character learned how to do a thing that only the all-stars can do. He's going to use it to flex, and he's going to use it on literally the equivalent of the biggest baddie in the series to demonstrate to the audience that he is no longer just hot shit. It's gonna and nope, he failed. Which, honestly, it makes a lot more sense because he only just figured it out. So for him to be a fucking master at it would be kind of wild.
And figured it out feels like a strong term in this instance. He's like, man, I was just so freaked out. I didn't even think. I just kind of did it by accident.
I just kind of like did it.
He even said it like when like he was like challenging him to like, you know, run it back. He's like, all right. He's like, man, I really have no idea what I did back there. Let's hope I can figure it out.
He was like, I hope you can too. And then his like bullshit explanation for how they both like survived. He was like, yeah, I covered us both in some Ryuo before the attack, just in case. I'm like, oh, okay. So there was no stakes whatsoever. But you know what? It was funny, so I'll let you get away with it.
Right.
Oh, what a dumb fucking bit.
That was a great moment.
Luffy did not stop Big Mom's attack. He was unsuccessful, just so we're clear.
Mm-hmm.
For the audience at home.
Yep.
Did not have the hands.
No shot.
Hate to see it.
All right. And with that, are we moving on?
I think so.
We're moving on.
All right. Let me open this up as soon as I learn how to do it correctly. There we go. I did it. Next section of the day is going to be Gabriel's Fun Facts.
Wait.
Sorry. I hear that in the back of my head.
This is not.
Oh, it's not?
These are not new.
This is not it. Oh, no. Well,
Uh-oh.
that's a damn shame.
Our fat guy went on vacation, apparently.
He must be captured by the enemy.
I mean, to be fair, the man's in the middle of exam season. He should be worried about his studies and not this damn podcast.
You know what? I actually respect that.
That is true. We did a recording earlier this week that kept him up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, and that was pretty bad.
Yeah, I totally agree. In fact, you know, can someone give me that YouTube rewind? Like the... Yeah, all right. Anyway, we're going to move on. You know, I hope that we have a certain section that we're not going to do this week, next week. But if we don't, that's okay too. We're going to always make sure to bring you guys the best quality content regardless. Anyway, next week is going to be 947 to 950. Moving on to quotes. Anybody got any quotes?
I got to get in here before I get snipped.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right.
Where's the one that Chopper said? Yes, the one that Chopper said, going back to Kiku's disguise. Why do you samurai think those cloth face coverings are so convincing?
Perfect. I'm concealed. This has rendered me both discreet and anonymous. I am ready.
You samurai really have a lot of faith in those cloth face things for some reason!
I couldn't agree more, Chopper.
Fucking idiots.
It was his whole energy of just like the whole just moment of his face just rapidly shifting into mania was great. But my favorite quote of the week was, this was when Big Mom just broke into the prison and the goons and people in the prison don't know what's going on yet. So some random goons arrived at the gate And I think before they realize it's Big Mom, one of them goes, "Accursed invader, I'll teach you a lesson." And then they realize it's Big Mom, and then they just get swatted away and presumably die.
Bring it on! You're not taking another step! Hope you're ready to die!
Excuse me, boys. Question. Where is it? Are you hard of hearing or what? Where is my red bean soup?
And then Wilhelm scream in the background.
Yeah, it was great. I was not prepared to read "Accursed invader" on my screen today.
Accursed invader. That's funny. That's kind of a good bit.
Oh, those are my quotes.
Christian, would you like the floor?
Thinking like Bloodborne, first area, Yarnum, like, away, away.
Away, away. Actually, that guy was so annoying though, because like he didn't even try to hit you when he did that move. He just kind of like swatted his stick around.
Yeah.
And you couldn't like do anything. Like it had like perfect like invincibility. It actually pissed me off. I hated that guy.
Yeah, because he would also back up at the same time. Piece of shit.
Yeah, like literally, Dark Souls players don't want you to know the only thing that can beat us is when the enemy goes away from you.
Yeah. All right. I've got 2 quotes of my own here. The first is Luffy when Big Mom is rampaging in the prison, or she first gets there and she is still looking for the red bean soup. And Luffy says the dumb thing about that he ate it all, but she doesn't recognize him because she's still got amnesia at this point. And Luffy, wondering to himself why she doesn't remember him, goes, "Oh yeah, I'm disguised as a samurai right now, so she can't recognize me."
Are you the man who ate all the red bean soup?
Wait, you don't recognize me? Oh yeah, she probably doesn't realize it's me because of my samurai disguise, huh?
That was a good line.
Oh, fuck. What a fucking idiot, dude.
He's got a top knot on. That's it. Oh, and he's got a kimono or whatever the garment is tied around his waist. That's it. He doesn't even have the sword anymore.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
Complete and utter nonsense. But that's our stretchy boy. The other quote I have is from Queen earlier in 944 when he's appalled that Big Mom would even think of coming in here and asking for some of his red bean soup. And he starts his transformation, which, by the way, short tangent, for half a second, it seemed as though they were going to make Queen's entire Brachiosaurus body orange, but then leave the neck normal skin colored. And that was going to freak me the fuck out.
Skin colored? Yeah.
Bro, I almost thought that was like an animation error for half a second.
I was actually kind of on the same token or the same train with that thought. I was like, wait, he's definitely all orange at some point in this anime. Why does he have skin colored neck?
Yeah. I was like, what's happening here?
I remember this correctly, right? Right?
You were not alone in that.
No, yeah, that was gonna weird me out. Okay. The quote, though, is as he's transforming, he says, "Red bean soup is like oxygen to me. It keeps me alive."
I heard there's a whole bunch of red bean soup here. You wouldn't mind sharing, I'm sure.
Is that a joke? I ain't sharing a damn bite with your wrinkly ass. That soup is what keeps me alive. No one can take it away from me!
I respect that energy. I just don't feel the same way about red bean soup. I'm sorry.
No, I probably have that with other things, but red bean soup is not it.
Justin, what you're not realizing is like you need to put yourself in Queen's shoes. Like imagine somebody just squared up in front of you, demanding your breakfast sandwich. Like your bacon, egg, and cheese. How would you react?
You know what? Those are terms for combat and fisticuffs.
Okay. You see, now I think you're starting to understand what's going through Queen's mind in this moment.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Thanks for putting that perspective.
Anyway, those are my quotes.
My time. It is now. I have the talking stick. This happens when Big Mom is about ready to attack Straw Hat and Hio. And just post the attack and they get sent flying. There's a random goon in the back who's just like, how did you think that was gonna go?
Bring it on!
And I loved it. I was like, to be honest, and can I say, when I was reading it, I'm like, oh, he's got this for sure. Looking back on it now, after watching it live again in the anime, I'm like, man, I don't know what the fuck I was smoking. He definitely did not have this.
No.
It was much better that he did not have it here. And this is a much better outcome. The other bit I have, so they do this gag where right after a couple attacks or whatever from Big Mom, and she's chasing Luffy and Hyo is like, I'm sorry, Mr. Straw Hat. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to die. I'm dying here. And then for for two different cutaways, one fade out and one fade in during the mid roll, you have Luffy who's like fucking clutching Master Yoda as Luke Skywalker going, no, that's not possible. Actually, that's more of a Luke realizing that his dad is Darth Vader moment, but I digress. He's going, no, not like this. And then cuts back in, no, not like this. And as soon as Big Mom goes with another punch and Luffy fucking jumps away, he was like, you immediately see his ass fucking pop out to the side, and he's like, okay, good luck, Straw Hat.
Oh shit, time to go.
Don't you die on me! Don't you dare die! No!
You have some nerve eating that entire pot of red bean soup! I'm gonna make you pay!
Good luck, Mr. Straw Hat! You can do it! You're still alive! Holy crap!
Why'd we do this bit? I love it. Don't get me wrong, but what a dumb gag. Also, at one point when they were talking about how Luffy needed to shut his mouth because he mentioned that he ate the soup, and he literally, if he just didn't say that, everything would have been exactly 100% better for them. As the cat was out of the bag. Well, I guess I gave it away. Hyo's line literally was, well, I guess the cat's already out of the bag, so it is what it is.
That soup sure was tasty. What? Why is everybody looking at me all weird?
Did you even hear yourself just now? You just admitted that you ate the soup.
Ah! I said that out loud? It was pretty yummy, though. Wait, you made me say it again!
I don't know what about that line just kind of tickled me, so...
No, it's great.
That's it. That's all I got. All right, moving on to Golden Ham. I don't know how I'm feeling for Golden Ham this week. I'll tell you my gut reaction, I think, is either Queen because he got us out of Amnesia subplot, and I do hate Amnesia subplot.
That's true.
But I think the stronger pick might be Hyo.
And that is a correct answer. I'm feeling old man Hyo this week.
I think he was funny. He gave us the deets about Ryuo again, just a little bit more. He's returning himself as this interesting Yoda adjacent guy. I'm feeling him. I really am. Thoughts?
Well, my vote doesn't really count here for anything other than knowing what I think, because Justin already wants to go Hyo. But I think I agree. I think Hyo, you had me in the first half by talking about Queen getting us out of Amnesia arc. But I think that I do like Hyo's involvement in these episodes better than just that. So I'm willing to concur.
The midst of danger is when true power blooms.
Let's do it, baby. Hyogoro the Flower, you've done it again. Which I think we've given him 2 now, right? This must be at least the second. I feel like it has to be the second.
I think this is the...
Surely.
I want to say this is the second. I don't think this is the third.
Yeah, I think he hasn't made the hat trick yet. But good for you, buddy. You're stealing our hearts and you're living in our minds. All right, moving on to fan mail. Justin, is that you?
Yes, sir. Please hold as I open this tab.
Sick.
And the tab. Email from Luke here says, you don't have to read this email on cast. I just wanted you guys to have this idea. Put this on a shirt or a mug, what have you. I'm listening to the punishment filler episode, and I thought someone should draw Christian and Devin with the angry Nami shark teeth yelling at Justin about spoilers. Anyway, that's it. Happy holidays, Luke from Maine again.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea, though. That's just a good idea.
That's a good idea. I like where your head's at.
Whoever has a token, I think I have a token that I haven't cashed in.
That do be true.
A token?
Yeah, for Zach.
Oh.
Yeah, Zach's been giving out those free fan art tokens.
Yeah.
Well, not free. It's from being the biggest winner.
It's earned. I don't know about hard earned, but it's earned.
But yeah, we are still a little stupid. Ain't gonna lie. Do we deserve them? Probably not. Do they still exist in my pocket? Yes.
Absolutely.
Zach, if you're hearing this, I want what that guy ordered. Like now. That's a great idea. Please, that's better than anything I would cook up, all right? I am too uncreative to think of anything good for merch ideas in the first place. And that's just a great bit of fan art, actually.
Yeah.
We need that. We need that in our lives, actually.
That's incredible.
Let me know if you need a face shot.
All right.
Or a headshot, excuse me.
Face shot, headshot,
Quick shot.
potato.
Hopefully the audience knows what I meant.
I'm sure they interpret it the way they needed to.
Well,
All right, on to Christian, if you please.
it is the Garb Gab time.
It sure is. Garb.
And dear Brendan, you've been gone for a hot minute. It's time for you to come back with a vengeance and reach on into this Gab
My apologies.
and find out what we're gonna do this week. I have the Gab here, of course.
Of course.
Pay no mind to all of the extra stuff that's inside of it. I was moving this weekend and I needed some extra storage. So I decided that I was just going to randomly write the Garb Gabs on some of my items. And so just pick out a random,
Yes.
from this random assortment of things that may or may not exist in my new apartment and see what we got.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me just reach my hand in here. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit deeper than I expected. Wow. You have a lot of stuff in here. That's kind of crazy.
I have a lot of stuff.
Okay. And I honestly a little overwhelmed with the options, so I'm just gonna literally there's no repeats. I'm gonna grab this. I've chosen this. I've got it.
That's a good choice.
It's a buzzer. It's a button.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a that was easy button from Staples? What is this?
The only one way to find out.
Okay. That was easy.
It's Brendan Trivia!
Oh shit! It's Brendan Trivia button. Dude, let's go. Brendan Trivia buttons are the best.
I've been waiting for years to press that Brendan Trivia button.
Holy shit, it's all coming together. It's all coming up. Brendan tonight, baby.
Let's go.
I started fucking triggered in the beginning of the night, and now we're coming in nice and zen. It's all me now.
Nice and smooth until the questions are too hard and you get pissed.
Well, there is that. I could be a big dumb idiot, as we've previously stated.
Let's find out.
This week's Brendan Trivia is brought to you by Zach. And so are his questions.
Oh shit.
Oh, it is. Oh, there's Zach questions?
Yes, sir. Now, if you would tune into the stream on our Discord,
Oh my god, we have visuals.
Oh, shit.
Wait, so this is just for Brendan?
it's for both of you.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know.
I get to watch a stream? My God, I am so effing ready for what we are about to accomplish together tonight.
Studio Scabbard presents a One Piece quiz. Zach, why is the P in piece lowercase?
Oh, no, Zach. Come on. It's a proper noun.
All right, I'm triggered right off the bat.
Maybe he ruined the symmetry just to piss you off. You ever think about that?
I believe it. I totally believe it from Zach.
Ever think it was a creative decision?
I absolutely believe it.
Also, Studio Scabbard fucking hits. I love that for you. I really do.
That is true.
Hell yeah. Oh, right. Next slide. Happy New Year.
Okay.
And with the new year comes a new quiz. This year, Kuma wants to make it through the Studio Ghibli roster.
Dude, he looks like Totoro.
And to help him, he sent members of the Red Scabbers and close allies into the movies.
Oh, God.
So, who did he send into these new movies?
Now I gotta contend with Ghibli movies.
I don't know if he explains it in the next slide, but in case he hasn't, as far as I understand it, the questions are going to be I guess, play on words or puns kind of thing.
Yes, Christian and I did a Disney-themed one recently, so I do think I know where this bit is going. I am prepared. I am ready.
This one's going to be based on Studio Ghibli films and the Akazaya 9.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right. First question here is, and I have the hints on my other screen, so don't worry about this block of text or color because the hint won't pop up on. Anyway, first question here is, this scabbard travels around a port city and struggles with their confidence and a crisis of identity on a journey of discovery to regain their magical powers. There is a hint.
Do I get the hint before or after?
Whenever the fuck you want, I guess. I don't know.
I guess whenever I want. Okay, let me read this question again. The scabbard travels around a port city and struggles with their confidence and a crisis of identity on a journey of discovery to regain their magical powers.
Man.
It sounds a little Kiki's Delivery Service, but also not, because that's like a coming of age story. It's not. Definitely not.
Wait, no, you got it. You got it.
Wait, really?
The
Kiku's Delivery Service. Wait a minute.
Ding, 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 ding.
Wait, that
It was our lovely Kiku, one of my favorite scabbards. Third favorite, actually. She's great. From Zach.
Christian, if you literally kept your mouth shut, I think I would have skimmed past it. I really do.
I could not let you do that. Good conscience. I could not let you walk into the option.
Also, shout to Zach for these incredibly edited movie posters and art.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you did it last time too. They were fantastic.
Last time, I think Zach just photoshopped pictures of the characters in. This is drawn. I don't know if it looks like it's in Zach's art style.
Yeah, Kiku's a hand-drawn art here.
The Kiku is definitely hand-drawn.
With amazing paint job on the Kiku instead of a Kiki.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Zach's drawing style.
Kiki, he just kind of separated the the K and the I.
He just kind of threw a swiggle in there, made it a U. It's really good. Great job.
They'll be posted in our Discord server.
I can't believe Kiku's Delivery Service, literally right in front of me, and I almost blew right past it. Holy that would have been a generational flub.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't even need the hint. Mostly because the hint was from Christian because you almost got it yourself. Anyway.
What was the hint? Wait.
What was the hint out of curiosity?
What was the hint?
The hint that Zach wrote was, this mailman is not a male.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I would have got it for sure.
That
because delivery service. That literally would have given it away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next one here. This scabbard takes to the air in a romance comedy, but people keep saying there's something weird about his face.
Takes to the air in a romance comedy. A romance comedy in the air. The Wind Rises.
Ghibli rom-com.
The only ones that I even think are rom-com adjacent are really only Yesterday and The Wind Rises, and I am leaning The Wind Rises. But if it's The Wind Rises, it must be The Wind Riso?
Oh, there you go. That's got to be it.
The Wind Riso?
Do I even know the answer to this? Anyway, next slide. Riso is safe.
Oh, Porco Riso.
Oh, Porco Riso. No.
Okay, that makes sense too.
I do have a confession.
You got Riso.
I got the Akazaya character. That's kind of cool. I will admit, Porco Rosso is probably like one of 5 Ghibli movies I have not seen, which is actually a shame.
I have also not seen this. I've heard a lot about it, but I have not actually seen Porco Rosso.
This makes a lot more sense than the one I was thinking of. Yeah, this makes a lot more. There's literally a plane in this one. There was no plane in The Wind Rises. Let the record show. There was no. It sounded like air. Therefore,
I can't wait. Somebody's gonna probably
more
point
of like
out
a name.
that The Wind Rises isn't even a rom-com. I would bet.
Well, that also might be true. Now I think about it, but it's kind of sad.
I have no idea. I haven't seen.
Well, I never saw it, so I'm gonna take Zach's advice.
Yeah, I haven't seen The Wind Rises, so I'm assuming that there's somebody out there who's annoyed now that you called it a rom-com.
You might be right. You might be actually very right now that I think about it.
That's a good one.
Yikes. All right.
Next question and last one, I believe.
Okay.
Oh.
This royal found himself embroiled in a war between nature and industrialization.
This is the one we just watched.
Okay, well, that one is, this is definitely the one we just watched. Now the question is, how do we put Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, Valley of the Warriors into a scabbard? Let me run through the names. Nausicaa, Valley of the Wind. We have.
No, you had it right, by the way. It's Wind, not Warriors. Oh, wait, are you making fun of the...
No, I know. I was joking because...
Never mind. Yeah, no, I got it.
Correct. Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind, and it's Kinemon Raizo, which we just did Raizo. It's not Kiku. It would not be Denjiro Kawamatsu.
I'm going to give you this hint because I feel like it helps.
No.
It's just good.
Yes.
The hint that Zach wrote here is close allies or leaders are included.
Close ally. Oh.
Close allies or leaders are included.
Oh, now you got to think beyond them. Okay.
I thought it was all of Akazaya 9.
Okay, well, now we've changed the rules, Zach. Come on. All right. Who?
Okay, let me think for a minute. Okay, so
Nausicaa. There's so many words in this that could be changed out. Is it the name?
the only thing I can think of is like he's trying to justify a Shinobu bit, but I don't see how Shinobu fits in this title. So I don't think it's Shinobu.
Who's adjacent? There's Yasuie's adjacent. Odin, I guess, is adjacent.
Odin be the guy, practically.
Well, yeah, but like adjacent to the Akazaya 9, like leader. What did it say? Leaders and allies are included.
True. Yeah. That I would agree with.
Correct.
Yes.
What's the name of the movie you guys are working with right now?
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind.
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
Well, it's not. Now that I think about it, maybe it's not, because it's not about industrialization, because it's more just about literally surviving against nature. So maybe it isn't Nausicaa. Now that I think about it, maybe it's.
But the
Wait, it's Princess Mononoke and it's Princess Momonosuke.
Oh, Momonosuke.
I'm an idiot. That's final answer, guaranteed.
Momonosuke is in Akazaya 9, though, isn't he?
Oh my god, he locked it in. He clutched it at the end, kids.
Nice. There it is.
I'm an idiot. Honestly, I think Zach's gonna be disappointed in me.
We did. We locked in too hard.
The industrialization was right in front of me, and I still locked in on nature too hard and was like, it must be Nausicaa. But that's because it's recency bias.
It is.
Recency bias.
Right.
We just watched it. I forgot about Princess Momonosuke, which is a much better plot, actually. Well, maybe not better, but a little bit more my speed, just so we're clear.
I just want to point out you unironically said Princess Momonosuke and not Mononoke.
I did say that. I didn't think that we were going to regenderify the prince part, so I just went with
Prince Momonoke.
Oh,
He even combined the two names too. Yeah.
okay. I see what he did. Okay, so listen, we know what the bit was. We understand.
Listen, that's a W in my book, all right?
Also, apparently Zach's favorite character is Momo. Or Wano character, anyway.
Oh, really?
That's what it says on the screen.
I do like Momo.
Oh, we're done? Oh, man. I want more.
Zach sends us off with, I hope you enjoyed the quiz. And so the winner goes the fan art voucher. I hope you have a great new year.
It's me!
Well, yeah, that's Brendan.
It's me!
Man, you're getting good at this, Zach.
I'm the winner, and I already want my fan art. I want...
Well, now you have a spare token. You still have a spare token.
Christian and Devin. now I have an extra token. I wish to use this token on the fan art as our gentleman requested of Devin and Christian being angry at Justin for spoiling again. And then I'll be in like the background, just kind of like, I think like, I don't know, is like hand over eyes disappointed better? Or is it just kind of like chuckling in the background better? I can't tell.
I was going to say, you should be giggling like Robin in the background.
Yeah. I like that. I like that too. I'll be giggling like Robin in the background, just like, oh boy, here we go again.
Wow. That's incredible.
That was the last line. So thank you, Zach, for that very much.
Thank you, Zach.
Another banger quiz.
That indeed was a banger quiz. Had the contestants begging for more.
I am actually begging for more. I want more. I am only sad that I didn't.
I stood a better chance on that one than the Disney ones.
Also, probably kind of fair. Maybe you're really the winner, Christian, because you did clock Kiku's delivery service before I did, technically. I said the name, and you immediately clocked the answer.
Yeah. Well, we complimented each other.
I should watch Porco Rosso, though. I did hear good things about it.
Yeah, I hear good things all the time. All right, cool. Thank you, Zach, for another rousing game of quizzes. And I look forward to the fan art that is presented afterwards at some point.
Yeah.
But until then, Justin, if you would care to do the thing.
If you wish to support the show, consider checking out pandasightings.com, where you'll get extra content like in-person recordings and vlogs. Devin just so happened to kind of sort of finish one, quote unquote, or at least he did his half.
Ooh.
Anyway, there's also a merch store where you can buy a little something for you or a loved one. Please, the hamsters will eat us if they don't get fed. We also have 2 other shows on podcast feeds. As everyone else knows, we have Panda View. Those are obviously slower to come out these days just due to restructuring within our business. I guess, are we a business? Is that official? Anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Product.
And our third official podcast feed is the Panda Sightings podcast, where we get a chance to simply just yap. So if you've ever listened to those really, really old Panda View episodes where we weren't covering movies, those have been moved over to the Panda Sightings podcast. And that stream, I don't know why I keep saying stream, but that podcast feed is where you will also find our latest episode, or upload, whatever you want to call it, of our 2025 year in review, featuring me, Crispy, and Jordy.
Hell yeah. Which I just love hearing from Jordy.
And if you want the video version, it's on our website, pandasightings.com, when you subscribe to whatever tier it is.
And they're gorgeous.
And our cameras didn't die this time.
I love that. I really do love that for us. Getting more professional every week. We've been struggling for 5 years.
Well,
6 years? How many years again?
coming up on 6.
We're coming on 6, actually. Yeah. Anniversary coming soon.
We did start in 19, didn't we?
Wasn't it right?
Actually, shit.
Was it 2019 or was it 2020?
It was right before COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, COVID like hit the airwaves in
Early, February, March-ish, depending on where you were in the world.
Yeah.
February-ish of 2019, I think.
Yeah.
So it must have been like July of 18.
It's just before then.
Yeah, so fuck, dude, we've been doing this for like fucking almost 7 years.
Is
What
it
the
7
fuck is wrong
years?
with it?
This is 7 years.
I don't want to run the numbers. I can't think about the fact that we've almost had this podcast for a decade, or I'm actually going to freak out. That's not possible.
One thing's for certain, we're over halfway there.
Oh, fuck. I'm almost 30. Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck, not 30.
Oh shit, oh man, oh god.
Speaks in 32. You'll get over it, kid. 30 ain't shit.
You'll be all right. I also just want to say, like, it was not 2018. I want to be very clear. It was just before COVID that we started this podcast, like literally late 2019 or early 2020.
But like, I remember COVID, like the rumblings of COVID started in February of
2020, buddy.
2019. So there really isn't a lot of room. No, it couldn't have. No, we were all locked up in 2020, but it started in like summer of 19.
Right. And you just said February of 2019.
Yeah, that was like the initial rumblings. I'm sorry. Yeah, the official lockdowns happened in like summer of 19. And then like we were all locked in through halfway or beyond 2020.
Brendan, I promise you, the big lockdown was March 2020. The rumblings of COVID were happening late 2019.
Yeah, like the Christmas time stuff. And I had not even heard about this stuff until like the new year.
Well, around here in America, it was like in China, it was like summer 2019. But
okay, true.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I was basically unaware until 2020.
We're about to be 6 years old.
All right, that's fine. That makes me feel so much better, actually. I don't want to be 7 yet.
He's not looking forward to being double digits. He's not ready for that.
7's too much commitment.
I'm not ready for double digits of this podcast. My body is not ready. Leave me back here in the past.
Yeah, we're gonna get there eventually, though.
It is gonna happen, guaranteed.
Shit.
And Brendan's gonna wither away on the spot.
I won't make it, guys. Actually, we probably shouldn't make that joke. We've been here before.
Ooh.
That's great.
Yeah, man, we gotta outlive One Piece. That's the goal.
Yikes. I do hope that I will outlive One Piece, but we're getting closer and closer to the end.
Well, yeah.
One Piece is giving me a run for my money, man.
Yeah, the rate that Oda's going,
One Piece had a 1 year head start on me, I think, something like that. When it gets started, who has the head start on me or One Piece? I forgot.
I think it's One Piece.
The year it
One Piece is already 30.
are you asking the year it officially like hit the manga or whatever?
Yes.
I think in 98.
I got a 2 year head start on One Piece, and it feels like I'm losing. Fuck.
Oh, I thought One Piece has already turned 30. Did it hit? Did it 25 a couple of years ago? I thought
it did hit 25, quote unquote, recently.
Oh, I thought it hit 30.
Give me one sec. Let me get my numbers correct.
I know we definitely passed 20.
I know that. Yeah, that much is easy.
Chapter 1, One Piece release.
And I'm pretty sure 25 was recent.
The official One Piece came out in July of 97, in fact.
Okay.
I have roughly a year head start on One Piece.
Oh, yeah.
And then the anime started sometime in 99. I don't know when. I can look that up too, but...
Nah, it's all right.
One Piece starting in 99 sounds crazy to me.
Yeah. The anime of One Piece started in 1999, before the turn of the millennium, in fact.
That's crazy.
There's a cat out there that's older than you and I, Justin.
What the fuck?
There's a cat that just turned 30 a week or two ago.
There's a cat.
Oh, right. I did hear about that cat earlier this week.
Shout out.
God damn.
You're not even going to name it? You're just going to say shout out to that cat that I don't know?
I think the cat's 30.
I mean, I'll look it up. Oldest cat alive. Flossie, the British tortoiseshell, born on December 29th, 1995.
Shout out to Flossie, bro.
She celebrated her 30th birthday just this past year.
Love that for you, Flossie.
Shout out to Flossie. And speaking of out, we're out of here. Goodbye.
We're out. Good night.
Mwah.
Bye-bye now.